going to say that until you interrupted me. Now I'm just hoping I haven't lost Taz's phone number. That's a short climb, but a potentially long fall.
1, 2.
You're not going to win a match by insulting your opponent.
No, but having the crowd behind you can certainly get the adrenaline pumping.
I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a hotly anticipated contest. And as far as I'm concerned, it's living up to the hype.
No question about that, JR. The fans certainly seem to be into it, that's for sure.
And when it comes down to it, that's all that matters.
You think this is going to be a back-and-forth kind of match? Or do you think this is going to be pretty one-sided, JR?
I couldn't tell you, King. These superstars are so unpredictable that you can never tell how a match is going to go.
That was a long way to go for a simple, I don't know, JR. I feel so lucky that I'm actually getting to see these superstars wrestle each other.
Me too, King. This one has the potential to become an instant classic.
I tell you, JR, this one has the potential to be a match of the year candidate.
No doubt about it, King. As far as I'm concerned, any WWE match has that potential. Everyone on the roster is an accomplished wrestler.
Oh boy, here it comes. Boy, these superstars sure have their hands full here tonight, JR. Get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except when I have to sit here and listen to you drool over the needles.
Come on, JR. You know I'm helpless when it comes to puppies. This could finish the match right here.
And that's the match! These superstars beat the hell out of each other.
Here's your winner.
One of them was no longer able to stand.
Sexy girl.
There's no better way to prove who's the better superstar, JR.
I have to agree, King. If your opponent's unable to continue the match, it's pretty clear who won. A big New England welcome from Portland, Maine. This is good old JR Tim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
I've never seen a crowd so fired up, JR. They can't wait to get started, and neither can I.
That makes two of us, King. I don't think Portland's going to know what hit it after tonight.
I wonder if SmackDown's going to have anything nearly this good next Thursday.
I think we both know the answer to that, King. How could they compete with a match like this? These top rope moves are always difference makers, for better or worse.
1, 2. 1.
I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
I'm trying to remain as objective as I can, King. Quite frankly, I'd rather see a good competitive matchup than see a particular superstar win or lose this thing.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows you play favorites. You're always trying to kiss up to the fans by talking up whoever. There's the reversal. These superstars are putting everything on the line here in this match.
They sure are, and they're doing it all for the WWE fans. Without them, there'd be no WWE. And there's a little something for the crowd. The best superstars never ignore their fans.
The best superstars also finish off their opponent instead of giving them time to recover. Looks like someone's heading for the high red district. This is the perfect chance for a finisher. I can't remember the last time I saw superstars this fired up. I don't think they've even considered the...
And there's the cover.
1, 2.
Didn't even get a 2 count on that one. I'm not so sure this one's about winning or losing anymore. I think it's become more personal than that.
Of course it's personal, JR. Anytime you step into the ring with someone who wants to beat you down in order to win the match, it's personal.
I guess I can't argue with that, King. I just want them to be able to settle their differences in this match, or if it's going to wind up bigger than that. You're putting a lot on the line when you climb that turnbuckle. So, King,
Rope
this
break.
could be a pinfall.
Yes, that was an incredible move. What strategy.
Strategy my Oklahoma ass. That's Cheetah, plain and simple.
Oh boy, this looks like an all or nothing move.
1,
We can see a finishing move right here.
2, 3,
Look at the confidence radiating off this superstar.
4.
All I see is an overconfident superstar who's throwing away the match by not following up. Oh boy,
1.
these top rope moves can go either way. Oh my gosh, this could be
1.
the finisher.
2, 3.
I know you're not a fan of everybody in this match, JR, but you've
4.
got to respect their dedication to this business.
Oh, absolutely, King. I don't have to like everyone on the roster to acknowledge that they've all worked
2.
long and hard to master their craft.
3,
Oh man,
4.
that doesn't look good.
Talk about targeting a body part and picking it apart. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears have been shed in that very ring.
And I think there's going to be a lot more shed here tonight.
No doubt about that, King. These superstars are going to leave it all in the ring. You can count on that.
These superstars sure aren't going easy on each other here tonight.
Don't expect, King. This isn't ballet, you know.
Oh, really, JR? Gosh, tell me more about your in-ring experience.
Well, I've got a pinfall victory over Triple H to my credit. How about you?
I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR. I don't think there's going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done.
There may not be, King. They may well annihilate each other here tonight.
I wonder how far these superstars are willing to go to get the win here tonight.
As far as it takes, King. We've seen them put their bodies on the line time and time again. And I'm sure tonight will be no different. I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain this intensity week after week after week.
It's not easy, JR. There's no off-season. It's not like you've got 6 months to recover after WrestleMania.
That's for damn sure. And that's why...
Here's the pin! Could this
1,
be it?
2.
There's the kick out. I thought that was it for sure. This is a risky move. It could prove to be disastrous. A textbook reversal victory. These superstars took each other to the limit. Well, it's over now.
A victory by knockout?
Here's
That's
your
about
winner.
as brutal as it gets.
You talk about a slobber knocker. That was a
Sexy
human demolition
girl.
derby right there.
You know, JR, usually when you say things like that, they sound silly. But I can't think.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Chicago, Illinois, Hot Stuff. And the opponent, from New York, New York, Hot Stuff.
Welcome from Portland, Maine. This is good old JR Tim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
I've never seen a crowd so fired up, JR. They can't wait to get started, and neither can I.
That makes two of us, King. I don't think Portland's going to know what hit it after tonight. And it's been reversed. Look at this. Look at this. You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here.
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well. I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a hotly anticipated contest. And as far as I'm concerned, it's living up to the name.
No question about that, JR. The fans certainly seem to be into it, that's for sure.
And when it comes down to it, that's all that matters.
I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
I'm trying to remain as objective as I can, King. Quite frankly, I'd rather see a good competitive matchup than see a particular superstar win or lose this thing.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows you play favorites. You're always trying to kiss up to the fans by talking up whoever they're cheering for.
I've never been a kiss up in my life, King, which is more than I can say for some people. I call them like I see them, and I'm flattered that the WWE fans agree with me as often as they do.
I don't know how much more of this I can stand to listen to, JR. You know what the difference between you and I-95 is? You can turn off I-95. I feel so lucky that I'm actually getting to see these superstars wrestle each other.
Me too, King. This one has the potential to become an instant classic.
If any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injuries.
And that's easier said than done, JR. The human body can only absorb so much punishment. I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR. I can't even imagine what these superstars will put each other through.
I don't think they use much imagination, King. I think they intend to show you right here tonight.
I think this one could go either way, JR.
It sure could. Until the referee calls for the bell, this is still anyone's match.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King. Oh, man, I think we're about to see a high-risk move here.
No matter who wins this one, everyone's going to feel the effects of this match tomorrow.
No doubt about it, King. But if you win, you don't have to deal with hurt pride on top of it. This is Raw action at its finest. That's why Raw is the #1 brand of sports entertainment.
You've got that right, JR. You're not going to see this kind of action on SmackDown.
Not on SmackDown or anywhere else. There's nothing else out there that can come close to the excitement of seeing the Raw superstars perform live.
You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing.
3.
There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a
4.
ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
It sure is.
1.
The toughest athletes in the world are on the WWE
2.
roster, and that's a fact.
1. 2.
Look at this, JR. Can you
3.
imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for our SmackDown colleagues, but no, I can't, King. I truly believe Raw is the dominant brand in sports entertainment.
And you hit the nail right on the head there, JR. The dominant brand. Not the slightly better brand or the sort of superior brand.
Absolutely not. I'm a Raw man, and I have to believe we're head and shoulders better than the competition.
You won't get any argument from me, JR. SmackDown's the minor leagues as far as I'm concerned. We could see a finishing move right here. I think the best is yet to come in this match, JR.
I agree with you 100%. Whenever you put abilities of this caliber in a match together, it just gets better and better.
Oh boy, this looks like an all or nothing move.
Oh, for the love of, talk about having no respect for your opponent.
Well, if you've got a problem with it, maybe you should do something about it, JR. Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except when I have to sit here and listen to you drool over the Divas.
Come on, JR. You know I'm helpless when it comes to puppies.
Oh, I know, King. And that's why I'm bringing a pitcher of ice water out here with me next time.
Man, is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done?
Not if they have their way, King. Everything they came in here with tonight is going to be left in that ring, mark my words.
I hope these fans appreciate it, JR. These superstars are putting it all on the line for them right here tonight.
1. 2.
These superstars sure aren't going
3.
easy on each other here tonight.
What'd you expect, King? This isn't ballet, you know.
Oh, really, JR? Gosh, tell me more about your in-ring experience.
Well, I've got a pinfall victory over Triple H to my credit. How about you?
The intensity of these superstars is unbelievable.
No doubt about that, King. Fans are getting their money's worth here tonight. There's no room for error when you're on the top rope.
These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King.
We could have a pinfall here, JR.
2. That's nowhere near a 3 count. I've got a feeling this, and now a pin.
1,
This could be it.
2.
There's no way that was going to be a 3 count. If one of these superstars starts to build momentum, it could be the beginning of the end of this match.
That's right, JR. You don't see a lot of matches won with 1 or 2 big moves.
You sure don't. You've got to lay the groundwork first.
I don't think anyone's walking away from this match unscathed.
No doubt about it, King. This one's going to be hell on the anatomy for sure.
Oh boy, here it comes!
This could be a pinfall.
1, 2, 3.
I don't believe it! The match is over!
You don't have to like it, but that pinfall left
Here's
no
your winner.
question who won this match.
That's for sure, JR. If your shoulders are down for the 3 count,
Hot
you
stuff.
lose, period.
But despite the outcome of the match, I don't think the score is settled between these superstars. A big New England welcome from Portland, Maine. This is good old JR Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
I've never seen a crowd so fired up, JR. They can't wait to get started, and neither can I.
That makes 2 of us, King. I don't think Portland's going to know what hit it after tonight.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King.
Oh boy, here it comes!
This could be a pinfall.
1, 2.
Was that 3? No! Come on! Climbing up the turnbuckle isn't bad. It's all the ways you could come down that hurt. Flat on your back with your shoulders on the mat is no place to be.
There's the kick out. I thought that was it for sure.
I think I know who's going to win this one, JR.
Oh, really? Enlighten us, King.
Wait a second. Why are you so eager to hear my prediction?
Because I want to know who's going to win. And 9 times out of 10,
2.
it's not the superstar you pick.
1, 2.
I think someone's going for a
3.
high-risk move, JR.
4.
These superstars are going to tear each other apart.
That's exactly what the fans paid to see, King, and they're not going to go home disappointed.
Oh boy, this looks like an all-or-nothing move. Oh my gosh, this could be the finisher. Oh boy, These top rope moves can go either way.
There's the pin.
1.
That's nowhere near a 3 count. I think the damage has been done here, King.
One good submission could end this, JR. I'd hate to be that referee, JR. Can you imagine having to tell one of these superstars no?
Boy, I think I've had nightmares about trying to do something like that, King.
They're taking it down a notch, JR. This could get interesting.
They're picking their spots, King. You got to know when to hold them and when to fold them.
I don't think there's going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done.
There may not be, King. They may well annihilate each other here tonight. I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea.
Uh-oh. This isn't going to be pretty.
We could be
Rope
looking
break.
at a pinfall here, folks. There's no room for error when you're on the top rope. And here's the pin.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my gosh! It's over, JR!
You talk about a restaurant quality beatdown. There's no question.
Here's
who
your
won that.
winner,
Not after the
Sexy
referee counted the
girl.
3 count, JR. That's about as decisive as you can get.
What an amazing match. I certainly would not be adverse to seeing a rematch.
the following handicap match is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Chicago, Illinois, the Hero. And the opponent, from Washington, the Queen. And the tag team partner, from England, Hot Stuff. And the tag team partner, from New York, New York, Hot Stuff.
A big New England welcome from Portland, Maine. This is good old JR, Jim Ross, and Jerry the King Lawler.
I've never seen a crowd so fired up, JR. I can't wait to get started, and neither can I.
That makes 2 of us, King. I don't think Portland's going to
One.
know what hit it after tonight.
What a counter!
1, 2.
So, JR, are you enjoying the match so far?
Yes, I am. I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight.
What's your favorite part of it so far?
I don't think it's happened yet. My favorite part of the match would be when you quit yapping and let me enjoy it.
1,
Now, JR. Keep your words soft and sweet because you may have to eat them later.
3, 4.
I've got gotta say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King?
1.
These are some of the finest athletes